Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final episode of the year for the Hidden Agenda. I am Tony.
I'm Thanasi.
And viewers of the visual stream of the version of this show may notice that things are a little different this time round.
That's right, Tony. Neither of us is wearing pants.
That is correct. We are not wearing pants. But anyway, we have a cracking show for you.
Always a cracking show.
The hat you saw fall off, that was
unrelated to the show today.
Unrelated to the show.
Completely unrelated.
But, yeah, let's get in with item number
Straight
one.
into it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the fifth last item for the year.
All right. Have at it.
Thanasi.
Yes.
As men,
okay,
there comes a time in our lives.
Dangerous start, but yep.
It's a dangerous start for a pretty innocuous topic. But there comes a time in our lives where we need to buy multiple packs of underwear.
Yes.
And I just want to actually, before we get too far into the topic, I'd like to derail the topic, if I may.
You can, it's your topic.
And ask, have you ever bought a single underpant on its own?
Not that I can recall.
No. I always buy them in multiples.
I always buy 7 packs.
Yeah. I think maybe the smallest I've gone down to is 3.
A 3-pack?
Yeah.
I may have bought a 3-pack in an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah, but never bought a single.
So, I'm actually, I don't know, I just think maybe that is one bit of difference between men and women is that fewer men buy single items of underpant.
Yeah, well, because it's not terribly significant, really.
No.
For men, is it?
No. But if you message in, I'm curious to, I want a straw poll here. Have you ever bought a single underpants?
As a male?
As a single transaction and just taken away one underpants?
Have you bought an underpant?
An underpant is the question I'm asking.
Okay.
And we'll check back in.
So that's the derail?
That's the derail.
Okay.
The topic.
Okay.
You get the packet of underpants.
Yep.
And there's a guy on the packet who's ripped.
Oh, yeah.
I
hate that guy.
Wearing the underpants that you're going to put on.
Yeah.
And I look at that and I think,
I'm never going to look like that in those underpants.
why does he need to be here? Like, what is he? He's just making me feel like crap. I'm not gonna.
I completely agree. This is like a $10 7-pack from Kmart,
yes.
right? Nobody buying a $10 7-pack looks like that guy.
No.
That guy probably buys single underpants.
Yes, you're probably right.
Yeah.
The dude on the multi underpack pant oh my god, the multi underpant pack.
Yeah.
This is almost a tongue twister.
Yeah.
The guy on the multi underpant pack buys single underpants.
Definitely, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't even understand, like, the logic, because I understand, like, I mean, you know, like, fashion magazines and things, they use attractive people in, you know, twisted ways to produce consumerism.
Sure.
And, you disagree with it or agree with whatever, but I understand the logic there.
Sure.
The underpants, I'm a captive audience.
Yeah, you need the underpants.
I'm buying a packet of underpants.
Yeah.
Whether or not there's a hot hunk on it doesn't really...
In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, I may be less inclined to buy the underpants if there's like some good-looking dude on the front.
If they had a pack of underpants and there was some sort of podgy, pasty man in the underpants, and I sort of thought, you know what, I have a chance. I reckon I could look better than this guy in these underpants. I'd probably gravitate towards that pack of underpants.
Exactly. I'd be like, I can do better than that.
Yeah. I'm not as bad as the marketing material on this underpants.
No.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. And I don't understand the logic whatsoever. Like it's weirdly off-putting. It's weirdly off-putting.
It is.
Yeah, like it's just, you look at it and you go like, there's so many things wrong with this. And I don't know. And even with like, I don't know, like because maybe I shouldn't say this on stream, but I buy those ones with the days of the week on the waistband.
Really?
Yeah. And
do you stick to that or
for a while?
Right.
Like generally, if for some reason I've had to buy another 7, at least for the first week, I'll use them.
Oh, as they're coming out of the pack.
As they're coming out of the pack.
All right. But then once that's over, then it's just all hell breaks loose.
Well, so once that's over, if I'm looking for a pair in the morning and I don't immediately find the correct one for the day, then I'll begrudgingly put on another one.
Put on Saturday's underpants on Tuesday.
Exactly, yeah. All hell breaks loose, really. I lose complete control of my life at that
I like
point.
the idea of, like, you scoring with a lady, and she's, like, takes down the pants, and she's like, so, these aren't the right underpants. I have had enough. I'm out of here. Get your underpants in order.
You laugh, but with the exception of that last sentence, that has happened.
Yeah, right. But it's the day of the week, miss. Yeah. That's a very uptight lady.
Yeah,
She shouldn't care as much.
I
have socks that have, they got the coloured, you get the two socks with, like, the same colour. I bought a pack, so you get 2 green socks and 2, like, they got blue heels and things. Yeah. And I just put on whatever. I don't see the value in sorting socks.
Yeah, no, I actually went through a phase where I wore odd socks to make a point. I purposely wore odd socks for a couple of reasons. Mm-hmm. One, I was kind of like, because I can be a little bit compulsive, so I did that as a kind of way to break through that.
Yeah.
And the other point I was trying to make is that nobody's ever going to notice.
And no one picked you up on your odd socks? Yeah.
Never.
No, so I don't understand when I buy socks, they're all black.
Yeah. 95% of mine are. I went through a phase of buying funny socks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I went through, like, loud colours or, little pink elephants with wings on them and various other silly things like that. They're too expensive.
Yeah, and no one sees them.
And nobody sees them. Nobody's looking at the socks.
And under shoes. There's a very small window for the socks to shine.
Unless we're doing great today. unless you're wearing, like, 3/4 shorts, nobody's looking at your socks. And I refuse to wear shorts, as you know.
But you will wear 3/4 shorts?
No.
Okay.
No, they're still shorts.
Right.
So 3/4 shorts make you a total social pariah. You can't, like, if you're a shorts guy, you're committing to being a shorts guy. If you're a 3/4 shorts guy, where are you? You're a fence sitter, and nobody likes a fence sitter.
Well, I've always felt that way about the vest.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't wear the vest.
You don't need warm arms? What are you doing with the vest?
Exactly.
Put a jumper on. Take the vest off, one or the other.
The vest underneath, like, a jacket or whatever, fine, I guess, right? But yeah, the people that walk around...
it's a 3-piece sort of...
Yeah, but if people are walking around with a T-shirt and, like, one of those puffy vests on, your arms are going to freeze. Just commit to warmth.
Actually, what about... And this is something I have a bit of an issue with... is people that wear jumpers and shorts. And I'm like, that's top heavy, man. What are you doing there?
Yeah, there was a guy I saw recently walking down the street. He was wearing shorts and sandals and a ski jacket.
Well, why? Put some pants on. If it's cold enough for a jumper, it's cold enough for pants.
Unusually sensitive upper body?
Yeah, I don't know.
Unusually temperature sensitive? I don't know. But yeah, no.
Me neither. But I just found, like, the underpants guy.
Yeah.
He is literally the best case scenario.
Yes.
If you're looking like him and you're buying those, you are doing the best case. And
I'm not buying those.
Yeah, but I don't buy my things based on the best case. Otherwise, when I buy a car, I'd expect the showgirl to be standing next to that's the best case of buying that car.
Yeah, no.
And I'm not buying the car. So get rid of the underpants guy.
Yeah, get rid of the underpants guy. You don't need him there.
Yeah. So this first topic's gone a bit shorter than usual.
You've left me with a bit of work to do here.
Yeah, well, we've got to bring 5 each, and
anyway.
We'd have also started the show earlier than we normally start.
Have we? Oh, yeah, we have too. By a couple of minutes, yeah. Anyway, we've got a couple little comments.
Oh, all right. Read the comments.
No, Jamie, I'm not going to plug the underwear company you modelled for. And
hang on, one of our listeners is an underwear model.
He has been, yes.
Has been an underwear model.
Yeah.
I want to know if he buys his underpants in packs of 1 or more than 1.
Oh, well,
does he buy plural at a time?
Jamie, if you're still listening, let us know. Do you buy an underpant or several underpants?
This is riveting scientific data we're gathering here.
We're not just going to wait for him, though. Moving on, someone says, quite questioningly, says, "Where's Wally and Whopperhead?" I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, I got no idea.
I got no idea. I don't know. I mean, the change in the show today is the no pants. So.
We're not wearing pants,
Yeah, so don't know what's going on there. And that's it.
That's it?
Just the two.
Well then, message in any time throughout the show. I'm going to keep throwing the statistic out. I want hard data.
We need hard data. We need at least 2 data points by the end of this show.
I want at least one person saying, yes, I bought a single underpant, and at least one person saying, no, I haven't. And then N equals 2. Yeah. I'm putting in that.
You can draw a straight line between 2 points.
Done.
Done.
And then, but I'll interpret. I'll use some cubic graph or something.
Yeah.
It'll meet at the 2 points.
It'll be a scatter plot.
Yeah, the routes it will take.
Here's something that's going to squeeze an extra 30 seconds out of this.
All right, cool.
This is the pant versus pants thing, right? Why is a single pair of pants called pants and not a pant?
I guess the pant is the leg.
Is it the leg? Because, I've been asked this and have asked this several times in my life and have never gotten a satisfactory answer.
So underpant would technically be something...
Half of...
Yeah, it would be something you wear under one leg of the pants.
Yeah.
Because if a pant is a leg, then underpant...
But it's unique. Pants are unique in that sense, right? There's no other single thing that gets referred to by its plural and kind of doesn't have a singular.
Isn't there?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. If anybody can think of a plural that doesn't have a singular, let us know. Okay. Also, if you buy a single underpant.
I can think of a singular that doesn't have a plural.
What's that?
Jack in the box.
Jack's in the box.
That's... You just took a stab at that.
Yeah, I did. But I use the plural form because, a court martial and multiple courts martial.
Right.
Not court marshals.
Right.
And things like that.
And
anyway.
Multiple wing attacks are actually wings attack.
Are they?
No, I made that up. That is a filthy lie.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next topic, don't forget, you can always email us at thehiddenagendapodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hiddenagendapodcast. Listen to our past episodes. A little bit out of date at the moment because I haven't updated with a lot of the live shows, but we'll get there on thehiddenagenda.libsyn.com. You can see that on your screen. Otherwise, on any of your favorite podcasting apps, Spotify, etc. Oh, look at this. We've just had a comment come in.
A data point?
A data point.
I need a graph. I should have a piece of paper or something.
Andrew says, I have bought a single pair of underpants every time I have come out of a long-term relationship.
Okay.
You're gonna have to expand on that, Andrew.
Well, I was looking for more quantitative data rather than qualitative data. But, yeah, sure.
You missed a few syllables there, mate.
Quantitative?
Quantitative. And qualitative.
Well, whatever.
We're going to move on.
It's the final show.
We're going to move on.
I'll drop syllable if I want.
All right.
Here.
Nice. This is good. This is a good joke.
Good quality radio.
Good joke. All right. My next topic. My first topic and the next item. Interchangeable.
Right. Yeah.
I cannot stand when people start putting Christmas decorations up in November.
Yes.
I don't know why it frustrates me so much. I don't particularly enjoy the festive period not because I don't like the getting together with family and all this kind of thing, but it just makes people crazy. Right? People start going bananas around Christmas. I don't know why. It's almost like people start driving worse. It gets a lot hotter, so people start, making less sense. People are spending exorbitant amounts of money and getting themselves into financial difficulty. Like, it just it's this weird time of the year where common sense just goes out the window. People start just pissing away money and doing all sorts of crazy things. And the people that put up the Christmas decorations early are the people that are going, you know what? Not only are we in full support of this insanity, but we wish to subject it upon the rest of the world. And worse than that, and I hate this so much, is every shopping centre on earth starts Jingle Bells on November 4th.
Right.
I hate Christmas carols at the best of times. Right?
Yes.
I don't need to hear the 2019 pop remix of Jingle Bells, right, every day for 2.5 months. Because for some reason they continue into, sometimes they continue into January. It's like...
No. I feel like the Christmas spirit is dead at lunchtime on Christmas Day.
But what about the people that leave their Christmas decorations up until January 15th?
Oh, that's just laziness.
Is it, though?
I leave dishes in the kitchen sink for a long period of time. I'm not making a...
For 3 months, Tony?
It's not a spirit to the dirtiness of my kitchen. It's just laziness. I haven't got around to it.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, but I call this phenomenon Christmas terrorism.
Well, but the thing to back up my point about Christmas, this Christmas spirit finishing on Christmas Day at lunchtime. Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
They've got the carols. They've got, every Christmas movie ever made. You ever watch TV at Christmas Day? It's like some Western from, 1960.
Actually,
and that's on Christmas Day. The day the Savior was born. It's just some cowboys shooting each other.
Either that or like some 1940s or 1950s war film or something like that. I remember I watched the film. So I saw Patton, the 1960s film about General Patton, and Tora, 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 which was about Pearl Harbor, both on Christmas Day about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. The Christmas spirit doesn't last very long. The Christmas is about the build-up to Christmas, and then...
But why do people get so... Like, why do people get whipped up into this mad frenzy about Christmas? It's just a time, it's a part of the year where it's just like, great, I haven't been considerate and thoughtful and been nice to people for the rest of the year, so now I have to be like super overly saccharine and great to everybody. I haven't purchased things ahead of time, so now I'm going to have to go and slog through the supermarkets with 50 million other people. Have you ever been to the late night shopping, like on the Christmas Eve, where it's open till like 4 a.m. or what? Like the 23rd is open right through to like midnight on the 25th?
Yes.
Kind of thing?
Yes, I have.
3 o'clock in the morning and it's still full of people.
I wouldn't say full, but...
Yes, okay, it's not chockers like it is at lunchtime, but it's not the 3 poor souls I expected to see.
No, that's true, yes.
Right, but the problem is by the time you go there, all the good stuff's gone.
But it seems to me like you're almost arguing against two different... See, I actually quite like Christmas, but I agree with you. I feel it should be confined to December.
Yeah.
That should be...
I don't even think December. I think like the week leading up.
Well, let's take it.
I'll give them December. I will give you December.
But whereas you blame the stores...
It is the stores.
No, the stores... See, and this is a lot of...
No, you're right. The stores are playing into what people want.
Yes,
yeah,
the
right,
stores
right.
are making money. It's the people who go, well, they might run out of bonbons in December. We better bet our bonbons now.
So why do those people need to put up Christmas decorations on November 10th, though?
I don't know why they need to do that. I can't explain. I got nothing for that.
I don't need Christmas spirit in November. I'm still trying to wrap up all my work for the year before everybody goes on holidays, and I've got 10,000 times as many things to do. Right?
I often wonder if America, because I've always sort of been jealous at America's end of the year in that. I mean, Halloween wasn't ever really that... It's getting bigger now.
Well, don't even get me started.
But, they got Halloween in the end of October, then they got Thanksgiving, and then they got Christmas, and then that's it. The last quarter of their year
is useless. They don't do anything.
Yeah. But I wonder if that's why Christmas... I wonder if they have that same sort of drive.
Just stretching each one out to the point where they just kind of overlap.
Well, yeah, because I feel like maybe retailers here going, well, we don't have Thanksgiving, and we don't really have... Halloween. So
we're starting to do Black Friday sales now.
Yes, that is true. But you can't really... The supermarket can't do anything.
I mean, if
I
wanted to be killed in a stampede, I'd go to a metal concert. I'm not going to go shopping. At least in the metal concert, I died in a way that's considered metal.
Yes.
Right? Not, I suppose being killed in a stampede for like cheap electronics and... That's pretty metal.
But sorry, going on to your point... Yeah. So you were annoyed at the people who are shopping at 3 a.m., but surely you'd want to encourage that, because by doing that, you then shrink the Christmas window. If you said Christmas stuff is only available from this 40-hour period from the 23rd to the 25th, get in, then that would solve your problem.
Yeah.
So what's your problem with it?
I just don't like it, man. I don't want to seem like the Grinch, but it's just the weirdest time of year. Like, it's just people that have just been not particularly nice to you all year. All of a sudden around Christmas, they're just being nice.
Aren't they just saying Merry Christmas?
It's
the same platitude.
Stop shooting down my points, damn it. I just want to hate it in peace.
Look, I don't know. I like it. I like it in the same way like a scientist likes an ooze that is under a containment. And then, the ooze starts reacting and the glass cracks and they go, the ooze is breaking out. We gotta stop. Yeah, to me, Christmas is like flubber. It's good, but it needs to be contained.
It needs to be contained.
And if it breaks out of its containment, then that's bad.
But yeah, no, Christmas terrorism. People forcibly subjecting me to Christmas.
Yeah, the songs are bad.
Keep your Christmas where it belongs.
But that
I'll give you a couple of weeks either. Actually, I'll give you a couple of weeks before and the week after, but not really.
No one.
Right?
No, Christmas isn't needed after. It literally dies.
It dies like after lunch.
It dies after lunch, and then.
Well, it's funny that you brought up Halloween, actually, because trick or treating isn't much of a thing here, but it's sort of starting to become one.
Yes.
Much to my chagrin, but anyway.
Look, I don't again have a problem with. It seems like a fun holiday. You dress up, do whatever.
I just don't want to be responsible for handing out lollies. I don't want to be standing guard by my door.
Yeah.
I just can't be bothered with the whole thing.
So I don't know, yeah. So you're worried about the slippery slope of Halloween being now you're obligated to...
Yeah, it's like first it's fun-sized Kit Kats. In 10 years, it'll be like, trick or treat, $10, please.
iTunes gift cards.
Yeah, exactly.
I want the iTunes gift cards, please.
But we, at the place I used to live at, out in the suburbs, excuse me, it's sort of a more suburban area, and it's kind of like, lots of young families and all this kind of thing. And my dad and I were sitting in the garage, and we'd sort of crack the door a little bit to let some air in. Anyway, this family walks up, they knock on the door. We don't answer. We haven't got any lollies or anything like that. Oh, we didn't do anything awful, like put a sign on the door that says no trick-or-treaters or anything like that. We just didn't have any decorations or anything up. Anyway, they knock on the door, no answer. They knock a second time. We still don't answer. They ring the doorbell. We don't answer. They walk over to the garage door, start banging on the garage door, and one kid sticks his head under the garage door like trick or treat. And I just went, we didn't answer the door 3 times. And he just kind of went, oh. And then the mum went, oh, it's all right. They're not very nice people. And they just walked off. I'm just like, no. I'm not a nice person because I don't want to give 1,000 kids free chocolates, right? I just don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah, they need to change. I think trick or treat should be changed to treat, please.
Yeah,
and then
because nobody wants to be tricked.
Yeah, well,
because if they open the door and they go trick or treat and I go no worries and throw a bucket of water in their face, that's a trick. They weren't expecting that, right?
Hang on. Who's throwing the bucket of water?
No, me. If I throw a bucket of water in their face.
No. The idea is they play the trick on you.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't even know how it works.
It was basically, it was sort of trick or treat.
So they're actually blackmailing me.
Yeah, it's blackmail.
Yeah, okay.
It's like the kids are running a protection racket, basically.
Yeah, so he comes off $5 or I'll stick you.
Nice house. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Yeah.
I need
even worse.
Yeah, I need some Kit Kats and we can protect your house from
then I'm going to double trick them. I'm going to trick them before they even ask.
Right.
Anyway. I got nothing else to say, really.
Okay. Well, then, look, I don't know. I like Christmas. I mean, all right, in fair, like, my mother once said, yes, you like Christmas. You don't have to do diddly squat for it.
That's true.
And she's kind of right. There are people out there who are busting their ass, getting everything set up. And then there's other people that
I feel sorry for retail workers.
Yeah, rock up on Christmas Day and go, where's the chicken?
They show up, they get fed, they get presents, they go home.
Who's got chicken? I need chicken. Yeah, so of course I love Christmas. I don't have to do a lot for it.
You just eat the chicken.
I eat the chicken. And that's, I think, the joy of not having children. You get to eat the chicken. If I had children, I'd have to make the chicken.
So basically what you're telling me is that I'm pre-preparing myself for hating the amount of work I'll have to do on Christmas if I eventually have a family.
Yes.
I feel like that's good.
Yes.
I'm getting myself mentally prepared for Christmas sucking.
Yeah.
Because currently it's still pretty all right.
Yeah.
In the general case, like I go with my family and it's all good. Yeah, and I get to eat the chicken.
You get to eat the chicken, you get some silly presents.
Yeah.
Which we'll discuss in the next topic.
Ah, nice.
But how long until we have to play 2 station IDs?
About 5 minutes. What do you reckon? If that's what you're going to be doing, I'm going to have to start making things up.
Can we split a topic with station IDs?
Sure. This is riveting stuff for the last show.
Here.
Here.
Hang on, let me just have a drink.
Yeah, do your thing.
So,
I feel like, sorry, before you continue, I feel like there's a very much a last show of the year feeling about this show.
Is there?
Yeah.
What is the feeling?
We're phoning it in.
Are we?
I think so.
I thought...
But in a good way. In a fun way.
The underpants one I thought was, had a lot of meat.
Yeah, a whole 10 minutes.
Well, okay. 10 minutes used to be a good length. Do we
didn't
not
it?
remember the podcast days where 10 minutes
10 minutes was a good length.
was a good length for a topic?
We got to fill an hour now, Tony.
Yeah, I know. It's this. And you don't get to pause and have a drink and think about what you're going to say.
Well, I mean, we could. There's no reason we couldn't just walk away from the microphones right now.
Talk amongst yourselves, listeners.
We'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back for... No. All right, we're going to jump into the next topic. Oh, how long until the station IDs now?
2.5 minutes.
All right, we're going to fill 2.5 minutes, and then we're going to go into topic number 3.
All right, so what have you gotten up to this weekend so far? I know it's only Saturday afternoon, but anything exciting?
No. I got Disney Plus.
Why'd you do that?
I wanted to see what The Mandalorian was like.
Oh, was it worth it?
It's very dark.
Is this the thing everyone's been talking about, Baby Yoda?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But when I say The Mandalorian is dark, I mean it is literally dark.
Like optically dark.
Well, yeah, it goes into HDR mode, and I don't think my television does it properly.
Does it very well.
And I can't, and I've gone into the settings, but I was watching it, I'm like, boy, he's like, he's doing a lot in the overcast sort of dawn, this guy. Why isn't he being a bit more active in the daylight?
Just do something during the day.
Yeah, but apparently it is during the day, and it's just my TV is just like, we've improved the colorscape for you. I can't see the colorscape.
You've made it worse.
You've improved it by reducing my ability to judge you on the colorscape.
Yeah. I've got something we can fill a minute with.
Yeah?
We should probably address these hats.
Oh, should we?
I think we should.
All right. What's with the hats?
So, we were supposed to try and come up with a special episode.
Yeah, oh my God, whole world seems
the whole
blue.
world changed colours.
Yes, this is weird.
So
anyway, sorry, I just took off some red glasses and now everything seems blue.
Everything seems blue. So Tony and I agreed last week that we should do something special for the last episode of the year. And then, unfortunately, we kind of failed to come up with any special topics.
I, to be honest, forgot that we'd even said that we'd do something special. I had no recollection of this until
because I think you threw out as a joke, we should just wear silly hats.
Yeah, actually,
on the show.
Yeah, that's probably what. Yeah.
And then
because I find that funny, listener, because I still think of this as an
audio.
I actually resent that some of you can see us.
I don't
like
Tony's
that.
not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Tony's not a fan, and so I spent the week trying to think of something we could do a little bit differently.
And then you just defaulted back to my idea.
And this morning, I went, you know what? I got nothing.
Right.
So I just went and bought some hats.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I come up with the ideas, you implement the ideas. What a team. Bang.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, it's time for our station IDs.
Well, you are listening to Fresh Radio, and you will hear that
in just a second.
Fresh Radio. Η καλύτερη ραδιοφωνική συντροφιά στο σπίτι, στη δουλειά και φυσικά στο αυτοκίνητο. Fresh Radio. Γιατί απλά δεν μπορείς να αντισταθείς. Η ραδιοφωνική καρδιά της πόλης χτυπά μόνο εδώ. Στο Fresh.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hidden Agenda on Fresh Radio.
Before I get into my next topic,
yep.
Disney Plus, one thing it taught me, those cartoons from the 90s had the best theme songs.
Oh, yeah.
They were so rocking. And actually, they were the best part of I've watched several, and then, the episode started, and it's going on, and, Scrooge McDuck's ducking around and doing all this stuff, and it's
ducking around, nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I'm like...
That was an autocorrect.
It was. Yeah. But I was like, I just want to go back to the theme. I want to hear the theme song again.
Yeah.
It was...
Well, a lot of those Disney films that we would have watched as kids, a lot of them are a little bit older than the 90s, sort of back in the 80s and even in the 70s in some cases. But I still think The Hunchback of Notre Dame is like the greatest musical cartoon ever made.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Just some of those songs, man, wow. Burned into my mind. And I watched that one quite late. Just quite a dark story.
It is.
Probably not terribly appropriate for kids, but...
Well, it teaches them good... the thing I always found interesting was at the end of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, it's... you got this this person, you're told not to judge him on his appearance.
Yeah.
You learn this. And then hot guy gets with hot girl at the end.
Yeah, it just goes straight back to the status quo.
Yeah. There was a love triangle, and hot guy wins.
Yeah. Hunchback loses.
Yeah.
He does.
Deal with it, kids. This has Disney.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Doesn't matter what's on the inside. You ain't getting anything. Anyway,
right.
moving on to item number 3. It is coming up to Christmas.
Yes.
And that means to earn my chicken, I'm going to have to get off my ass and buy some presents for my family.
Yes, you will.
But that's hard when, my family, we're getting to the stage of our life where we want naps and less work. And you can't buy that.
Comfortable slippers or something. But you could buy those.
Well, you can buy you buy them last year. How many times? Eventually, your mother says, enough with the frickin' slippers already. I've got enough slippers.
Yeah.
Get me a nap. And then it's even harder for my brother, who is yes.
Okay.
My brother is a hardcore minimalist. He eschews as many items, possessions, as he possibly can.
Of any kind?
Yes. He bought a spork because he could get rid of a spoon and a fork and just have the one item.
Interesting.
Yes. So, Christmas is all about buying things and giving things to people. And here is a man who has opted out of that system.
He doesn't want things.
He doesn't want things.
He's opted out of things.
Yes. So he has a sweet tooth. So for a lot of years, I bought him, confectionery fudge or what, you can buy him some nice fudge online.
Yeah.
There's only so much fudge you can get a man.
That's true.
And then I started getting a bit creative because he said, get me consumables, things, I can use them, enjoy them, and then they're gone. And so one year I thought, maybe I could get him a nice pen.
Okay.
And then I thought, well, why go nice when you can go many? And I got him 300 pens.
A box of 300 pens.
Multiple boxes of multiple pens.
For a man that doesn't want things.
Oh, well, they're consumable. You can't argue with that. Once the pen is gone, the pen is gone.
So it's like those little Bic ones, right? They finish, you throw them out.
Yeah, you finish them, you throw them out. I mean, it wasn't quite... I asked him once, how are the pens going? And he said, here's what I do. I need to write something. I grab a pen. I write the pen. Like 3 letters come out. The pen is terrible. It just doesn't.
Scribble on the page.
Throw it out. Get another pen. Another 3 letters. Scribble on the page. Throw it out. By the 3rd pen, I'm seething with rage. He goes, these pens you have got me have brought rage to my life.
I mean,
And the topic of I want to address is, when was the last time you actually finished a pen?
That is a good question. I'm much more likely to lose a pen before I finish it.
Yep, I'm the same.
Same with like lighters and stuff. I've never finished a lighter.
You've never gone, that's out?
Oh, I mean, unless it's one that I found in the bottom of a drawer somewhere after several months, but I've never bought one and finished it before I've lost it.
Right, yeah. But this is, I use probably hundreds of pens every year. And I don't think this year alone there's ever been a time where I've gone, oh, this pen has been depleted of ink.
Unless it's, again, in the same situation, unless it's some crusty old pen that you were looking for a pen and pulled it out of the bottom of a drawer somewhere.
Yeah. But
I've certainly run into pens that don't work, but that's just not because they're empty. You look at it, it's full, it's just dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are all these pens going?
I don't know.
There must...
there must be a huge... This is the same thing like when you decide to clean your house and you pull up the couch pillows and you find $47 in change. Kind of thing. Like, the pens must disappear into nooks and crannies in the same way.
You reckon they're just all in nooks and... How many nooks and crannies are there in the world?
Apparently a lot. Because they're all full of pens and we keep losing the pens.
Yeah.
Same with the change, same with the lighters, any kind of little knickknacks, things like that. They just disappear.
Right. Do they have an estimate of how much money is stuck behind couches and in nooks and crannies and under car seats and...
Don't know.
Because that's probably a pretty big dent on the economy.
I read somewhere, I think this is correct, but I read somewhere that 50% of used cars are likely to have a McDonald's chip under the driver's seat. Was it you that told me that?
Yeah, but I heard 80%.
Was it 80%?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. 80% of used cars have McDonald's chips under one of the seats.
Under one of the seats.
Which... You hear that statistic and you go, yeah.
Seems like there's probably one under my car seat.
There's probably one under mine.
In fact, I'm almost certain there is because I dropped some chips in my car last week. And if it wasn't last week, it was probably the week before that.
Yes. So, yeah. I just wonder where these pens go. Where are all these nooks and crannies? Are we making... is the amount of nooks and crannies increasing?
Well, the other thing is I don't actually recall ever throwing a pen out. except for where I've picked one up and it doesn't function at that time. But I don't, like, I haven't, except, I guess maybe cleaning out my desk drawers or something. Like, I've never been like, cool, I finished this pen and threw it out. A, because I've never finished a pen. And B, like, whatever, pen doesn't work. You just throw it on the desk and you grab another one kind of thing. And then shortly thereafter, that pen just ceases to exist. It must be like electron teleportation. They must just disappear.
Yeah, the pen is no longer needed and it just disintegrates into the ether.
Yeah, it must do.
But
there's no other explanation.
So hang on. So you grab a pen, you don't throw the pen out. You say you scribble, you put it down. Because that to me is kind of like, you know, when people sort of finish the orange juice and then just put the carton back in
the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, you hate this is a peeve of yours.
Oh my god! Don't leave empty bottles. Like, you know what? The fully empty is pretty rare. Not many people are that much of a dick. A lot of people will leave like 3 drops in the bottom, and then when you quiz them on it, they'll say, but there's still some left. No, there isn't, because if you had just left the lid off the bottle, that would have evaporated.
Yes.
There's none left. Throw the bottle out.
Or just finish the...
Yeah, or just put
the little dribble, yeah.
It's like if you happen to have a block of chocolate in the fridge, it's the person that leaves 1 square. Just eat it. I'll be less disappointed to find that there's no chocolate than to open the fridge, see the packet, and find a single square in it. Yeah. Much less disappointed to just see none.
I think that's a fair thing. But, yeah, I'm running out of steam on this.
Yeah.
Pivoting back to the pens I got my brother.
Oh, yes.
We did once, because we used to get each other pretty terrible presents. A lot.
That's a thing, though, right? Some people do that for fun.
Yes. Yeah. But we theorized, if it was possible that you could buy someone a present so bad that all pretense of, you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, be thankful for whatever you're given, could be dropped. And you could say, no, I don't respect this. You've done a bad job, and I'm not thanking you for this.
You know, I think that could be done.
Well, I can tell you for absolute certainty it can be done.
Who did you do it to?
No, it was done to me.
Okay.
By my brother.
Right.
It was a wheel from a shopping trolley. Shopping trolley wheel, Christmas Day.
Sorry, I slammed me burger into the microphone.
I don't respect this.
That's funny.
This is a burden now that I've received.
You didn't get a laugh out of that?
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. It was funny. But I didn't...
That's genius.
That's a bad present.
That's genius.
And that's hard to top for terrible presents.
I mean, at that point you're going into just rubbish. Like at that point you're just like, Merry Christmas, and you give them a receipt. You know,
here's a banana peel.
Yeah.
This formerly housed a delicious banana, and I'm giving it to you.
This is the bit nobody eats.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because a wheel off a trolley is potentially useful. But
if you have a shopping trolley that's missing a
wheel, yeah, but could happen.
Or
right?
this wheel from a shopping trolley was signed by Larry David. Why? Yeah. But I appreciate it.
That said, though, it seems like the kind of thing Larry David might sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, the guy's a weirdo, but like, it's possible that he could find that funny.
He could.
But yeah, at least that has... You know, in 1 in a million possibility, there is something you could do with that. At that point, though, what's left? It's just rubbish. Yes. I read an article. It was one of these blogs, right? There's this lady who's like a big manager or something, and she writes this blog about work issues and issues people have with colleagues and whatever. And this one lady was telling me about how, as a joke, when she took a couple of weeks off because she was feeling unwell, her colleagues sent her a present with a couple of them. You know, they went over to her house to see her, and it was just a bag of rubbish from the office.
How did that go down?
Well, and she was just like, you know, if they were my buddies, that might have been funny, and even then I'm pretty sketchy on it, but like, where do these people get off?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And like, I feel like, look, I'm pretty open to a silly joke like that, but I think even I would be like, just take it to the bin. I don't want it. Like, I can see how you might think it's funny, but that's no.
Do you want to know the best Christmas present I ever got anyone?
What's that?
It was a work Kris Kringle.
Okay.
And so I got this guy, this is at my previous job, I got this. I didn't know anything about him. I hit up some of the people he worked around. I'm like, what is he like? And like, cars. He's a big car guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not getting him a car.
No.
And then I'm like, well, does he play games? Maybe I could get him a car game. Get him a game on Steam or something. And then I left it to the last minute, as last week, that's the most productive minute.
Yes,
and I was in a shopping centre, and I was like, I need a present. I walked into a National Geographic, and they had those models that they come on flat sheets of metal.
Oh, yeah, the plastic models. Yeah.
You pop them out, you build them, and they had the Lunar Rover. And I'm like, that's kind of like a car.
That'll do.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Bought it, wrapped it. So there, eventually I'm talking in a group with him, and someone asks, oh, what did you get? And he said, someone must know me very well, because I got this Lunar Rover, this metal model thing. I have 41 of these metal model things already. I love them.
Wow.
And I said, oh, so you have 41. So did you already have this one? He's like, no, I didn't have this one. And then, he left, and someone turned to me and said, how the hell did you pull that off? I'm like, that was a total fluke. That was just laziness.
You're never going to top that.
I'm never going to top that.
You're never going to do better than that.
No, that is the best present I ever got anyone.
Just apologise to everybody you're ever going to buy a present for again in your life. Just like, look, I've peaked.
Yeah.
The best present I'm ever going to buy someone, I've done it.
That was $20, and I probably could not have spent that $20 any better than...
No, it seems like impossible.
Yes.
41, and you bought him the 42nd,
yes.
And it was one he didn't have.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes. He had a collection. I added to the collection. I did very well.
Nice. Anyway, I reckon that's it for that
That's
one.
it. Here.
I want to talk about Facebook quizzes.
Are these on Facebook, or are these links off of Facebook?
Yeah, but the quizzes people share on Facebook.
Which Seinfeld character are you?
What type of cheese are you? Build a salad and we'll tell you which city you live in.
Right, yeah.
This kind of thing.
Yep.
And my only question, and this may be a very short topic.
Well, it's dangerous, because my last topic ain't got a huge amount of legs.
I might have something.
All right.
Why?
Why?
Look, I can't conceive of a reason where the fact that my personality is most closely matched to Gruyere is ever going to be a useful fact to me.
It's not useful. None of that's useful. Facebook isn't... Well, actually, it's good for setting up events and streaming.
Yeah, sure. It has uses. But what I'm saying is, I don't need to know how old I am in dog years, because apparently it's not just multiplied by 7 anymore.
No, it's a more complicated formula.
There's some kind of DNA age thing based on the breed or something. I don't know. But
the size of the dog determines...
Yeah, but I don't need to know how old I am in dog years based on whatever dogs I own. First of all, you can't tell me which city I live in based on a salad I build, because who builds a salad? You just buy a salad, right? And let's not even start arguing about salads, all right? I saw that smile, all right? Because if they ask you to build a salad, they say you come from South America.
What is this?
You and your...
What is this?
Taco meatball thing.
I resent that. It is sold as a salad. It is a salad.
We're not going to do this again. Should we rehash this for the Christmas episode? Is this the Christmas episode?
Well, it kind of is. It's the closest episode to Christmas. Actually, next year's...
It will be closer to Christmas than this
but as we all know, Christmas...
spirit dies, yeah.
Christmas spirit dies on lunchtime. After you eat the chicken on Christmas Day, Christmas is done.
Christmas is dead. No, but I don't need to know these things. And further than that... why do you feel that, hang on, how do I need to articulate this very carefully. What goes through your mind that makes you think, yes, everybody I know needs to know that my cheese symbol is Gouda. Everybody needs to know that because I put, this quiz reckons because I put almonds in my salad, I come from Perth. Everybody needs to know that I'm 76 in dog. Why? What? Have you... Do anything else. Anything else. What? I don't know. Anything. God, it makes just... I can't even put it into words.
I think the problem here is you're questioning too big a chunk of society. No one needs to know what cheese you are. No one needs to know what Seinfeld character you are. But again, no one needs to see pictures of what you had at lunch. No one needs to know that you're travelling to Europe for a holiday.
No, nobody needs to know anything about me. And I don't know why anybody feels the need to share these mundane... Like, are your lives so empty that you just feel the need to fill the void with other people's reactions to your insipid life?
Well, isn't that just what life is?
No! Do interesting things. Put a giant burger on your hat and scream at the world. You know? Whatever. And you know what? If you don't like this, cool. But somebody does. Yeah. Right? But I can guarantee you nobody gives a crap about what kind of cheese. I guarantee there's not a person on earth that cares what kind of cheese you are.
Well, cheesemakers might.
They don't care what kind of cheese. The quiz doesn't know what cheese you are.
Well, but the cheesemakers maybe put the quiz together.
Here's the thing, right? Did anybody ever complete one of those quizzes and got an answer? Stilton, for example, went, yes, I identify with Stilton. The person who put the quiz together doesn't know. It's just not a psychometric test. It's just some idiot thinking like, how can I get morons to click on this link so I can collect all the information about them and sell it to people, right? That's all it is. It's just they're just collecting information. But like the guy that sat down, just... They put 20 questions on a board, 20 cheeses, and randomly drew lines between them and turned that into a quiz. The burger's falling off my head.
Yeah, you're right. And it is insipid.
That's 90s adventure game design, not psychometric test design.
But that's what life... Yeah, again, this is life. This is... I mean, if you're going to start questioning this, you got to question so many other things.
Like what?
Why do we put photos of weddings up on Facebook? Do I need to see how your wedding went? I wasn't invited to the wedding. If you didn't want me to go to the wedding, why do you want me to see what happened at the wedding?
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Maybe it's just because I don't, like, I tend not to share very much.
Do people need to know that I think it's a bit hot today? No one needs to know that I think it's a bit hot.
The audience needs to know how hot it is in here, though.
It is very hot in this studio.
Especially with this burger on my head.
Yes, well, you can take the burger off.
I'm not taking the burger off. You gotta commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit. I don't know, it's just, this is life. This is the internet. This is... And you can't just sort of... Yeah, it's bullshit.
Can you imagine the chaos if we turned off the internet? Where would people project their stupid lives onto? Like, are they going to start sending me letters with their wedding photos?
Maybe. That's what people used to do.
Before the internet, did people genuinely, like, okay, did there exist, if anybody a little bit older is listening, did there exist a world where people would send you pictures of their events that they didn't invite you to in the mail?
They had slideshows. You would go around to their house, they'd dim the lights, get the slide deck out and say, here we are at the Great Wall of China. Oh, here we are at the Great Wall of China again at a slightly different angle. Oh, yeah, it's very...
I can't... Yeah, you're right.
Here's Bobby...
that is what they used to do.
Fell off.
But at least they had to invite you to their house to do that. They couldn't just throw it at you no matter where you were. It's not only pulling your phone and say, whoa, wedding photos.
Yeah.
You know, at least it had to be like, oh, look, they just got married. They invited me over for dinner. I'm probably going to see a bunch of wedding photos.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas there are people, I didn't even know they were getting married. All of a sudden, it's just wedding photos. Everything is just wedding photos. Or people that post endless pictures of just dogs and babies and whatever, dude. I don't know what hole in their heart are they trying to fill.
Yeah, I'm starting to think social media isn't for you.
It's not. It really isn't.
You need to maybe...
It's not my thing.
Just read a newspaper or something.
I use it to yell about stuff.
But again, what makes like that yelling?
Yeah.
Is that any more important than...
I'm trying to contribute a salient point at least, usually.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Bob needs to say, yes, I'm Gouda, and that has something to do with the current political climate in...
I'd take that over just this quiz thinks I'm Gouda.
Yeah, okay.
Give me some context. Hey, I'm really done with this.
All right. Here. This one... I was hoping we'd have a little less time on the clock.
Well, I mean, there's no reason we can't just...
argue about salad to see out I've taken the hat off my leg.
See, in taking off the hat, you've revealed the sweat that was building up under the hat.
Oh, God. This is why I don't like I miss the days where I could, spill drinks down the front and still put on a great show that the listeners couldn't see.
Yeah.
I don't need to be visible. I'm looking at you now.
Yeah.
You don't need to see this. Do you ever get the sensation you're walking, you're leaving a bar or something, you're travelling, walking down the street at night, and you see a shopping trolley?
Yes.
Every time I see that, a little thought at the back of my brain goes, oh, you should take that.
Yes.
So you get that as well?
100%.
I have a theory that everyone gets that.
At least once.
And I reckon there's something in our lizard brain that sort of identifies the lone shopping trolley as like a wildebeest that's been split off from the herd. And we think to ourselves, now is the time to strike.
Yeah. Some primal hunting instinct.
Yeah. Its mates aren't here. It's not going to cause us too much damage. We should take that shopping trolley. And then, the logical brain goes, well, I'm not going to eat the shopping trolley. Leave it there. Or push it up and down a bit and go, wee, and then you've had your fun.
Pinch it. Put one of your mates in it and roll him down the street.
Yeah.
But, that's it. You'll get bored of it after like 30 seconds. But, it does. It crosses my mind every time. Like, if you see one on its own somewhere. Because it's never if you just see a bunch of them in a car park.
No, well, they're with the herd, man.
Yeah.
You can't attack the herd.
It's too protected.
Yeah, you got to split it off from the herd.
Yeah, no.
But I honestly think it is something evolutionary and instinctual about us when we see that shopping trolley and take the shopping trolley.
Well, right in, if you've got an opinion on this, does anybody else feel like, if let's say, so the context is, you're walking home, say in the evening or something like that, and you walk past a lone
shopping trolley,
do you feel the need to take it?
Yes.
Have you ever actually taken it? Short of maybe pushing it a few metres up the road.
I've never... We did have a shopping trolley at our house. Actually, I think I was with the group that brought it back. Yes. But it was funny. Yeah, we found the shopping trolley. It was a Coles shopping trolley.
Yeah.
We, walked past our local... just little, like, generic food shop where you go for your bits and bobs, but it's too expensive to do your main shop.
Yeah.
And we walked past, and they had shopping trolleys in there. This was at night. Yeah. Well, you say their own. We looked at the Coles one we had, and we looked at the shopping trolleys. It was the same, except all the Coles had been scratched off.
Oh, no. They were just pinching Coles trolleys.
They were just pinching Coles shopping trolleys.
That's smart.
Well, they're like trolley poachers.
Yeah.
They're like,
it all comes back to the hunting.
Yeah, or Western cattle rustling.
Yeah.
We're going to go rustle us some shopping trolleys.
I feel the same way about traffic cones, if there's like a lone traffic cone.
Yeah, maybe like a what would that be, like a penguin or a meerkat or a bird?
Yeah. I've taken one.
Yeah.
Actually, one time I was driving... And so I don't know if you know this and why even this is the case, but the base of a traffic cone, for whatever reason, is painted black, right? So I was driving along this road at night, no lights on that particular road, and there was a single cone that had been left over from some roadworks earlier that day, but it had been knocked over. So as I was driving up, it was the bottom of it, the black part, was I didn't see it at all, right? So I have driven over it, and because they're quite sturdy, these cones, and so it's gone up and smashed up all the plastic up around my wheel arch and stuff. It did a fair bit of damage, right? Pull over, yank this thing out, whatever, and I go, you know what, just that, this is mine now.
I think that's fair.
Right? I put it in the boot.
What? Just like, I'm taking this I have no use for it, but... It's mine now.
It's mine now. Well, it damaged my car.
Yeah.
It belongs to me.
No, I'm saying, look, I agree that, I think you should be able to take it. My question is still why?
I don't know.
I
didn't have any use for it.
You had the right.
And it spent the next 3 months in the boot of my car. It never came out. Right? It was just there.
Yeah.
Anyway, months later, I'm driving home. It's sort of late at night, and my phone rings. And so I do the right thing. I pull over. Turn off the engine, answer my phone. It's like 1:30 in the morning. And this is in Brisbane. And it's sort of, I'm on the way back and I'm going through kind of like a sketchy part of town, right? Anyway, I stop the car. I'm talking on the phone. One of these rent-a-cops, one of these sort of security patrols, the ones that never get out of the car. He sort of drives up the street, sort of slows down as he goes alongside me, and then sort of pulls away. turns around, does the same thing on the way back, sort of gives me a good look. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I said to the person on the phone, I'm just like, yeah, there's a security guard just eyeing me off. It's 2 minutes before the cops show up. Sure enough, he didn't even make it around the corner. Like, he turned left on the main street and the police pulled in.
Right.
And then they do the same thing. They pull up, they slow down, they sort of look at me, they go up the street, they do a U-turn, they come back, and then they just stop in the middle of the road. They just kind of come in behind me, pull in the car at an angle just behind the back of my car, stop and put the sirens on. So I was like, whatever, man. I put the window down, kind of hung up the phone. I said, I gotta go, kind of thing. I hung up the phone. Police officer comes up. There's a couple of funny things going on now. So I've got a bunch of boxes in the back seat of my car. And they're very clearly marked that they're pots and pans. I had been to my grandmother's house earlier that day, and she gave me a bunch of pots and pans to give to my mother. The next thing is that car at that time, I believe, was registered to my dad's name. So they ran the plates, and it came up with a name different to the one on the license. And of course, these two facts have caused them to say, pop the boot, we want to have a look.
Oh.
As soon as he says that, I'm like, oh, the traffic cone. The traffic cone's still in there, right?
Now, what kind of... Is that... Surely that's...
I mean, it's possible to own a traffic cone as a private citizen, but that one said Brisbane City Council on it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I open the boot. I can't not do it, right?
Sir, I'd rather you not see what's in the boot of my car.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather you just let me go.
He opens the boot,
picks
up the cone, and just lobs it over his shoulder, and just continues to ruffle through everything else, kind of thing. And before when he's done, he goes, picks it back up, puts it back in the boot of my car, closes the boot, comes over, sticks a torch in my face, and just goes, what's in the boxes? I said, they're pots and pans, officer. He goes, you sure? I'm like, that's what it says on the box. Didn't mention a thing about the traffic cone. And that was the one thing I was worried about. It's just like he's asking about after all that, he's asking about the pots and pans.
See, I think it's probably like too minor a thing for them to worry about.
Yeah, probably.
Traffic cone? Who gives a crap? Who hasn't taken a traffic cone?
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's probably got it. He's probably got two in his boot that he's been...
Yeah, but he's probably been issued them.
Well, I don't know.
Uh-oh, me burger's fallen off. Oh, well, I guess that's over.
It's the end of the burger.
Time's up, man.
That was the end of... Here.
Yes, and that is our last show.
Your hair looks ridiculous right now. I'm sure
it does. I'm waiting for it to come up on the stream.
Oh, right, yes, because we are at 30 seconds ahead of you, listener.
It's about 30 seconds.
Or viewer, whichever one you are.
Is it nice and... Oh,
no, it is appalling.
Appalling, yeah, I'm sure it is. So, this has been the last episode.
Do we have any other business before we...
The Hidden Agenda. No, I don't have any business.
You have any other business?
Well, other than to say this is our last episode for the year.
Yes.
We are going to be back on January 18th.
Yes.
Is going to be our first show back next year.
Yes, and we are going to buck our ideas up.
Oh, geez, you're right. My hair is dreadful, isn't it?
Yeah, he's always just looking at himself from 30 seconds ago.
30 seconds ago. Yes, so we will be back in force.
In force.
With fresh topics.
Fresh topics on Fresh Radio.
On Fresh Radio. Lots of Christmas calamities coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of crazy shopping fights.
Wouldn't it be bad if I came back and I'm like, nothing, I've got nothing?
I'd be pretty disappointed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally just ate chicken and
got crap presents.
And
got a shopping trolley wheel from my brother.
Yeah, he's giving me the shopping trolley in an installment plan. Yeah. I'm now up to 4 wheels, and
I bought him a couch to piss him off.
Yeah. One thing I have thought, being a minimalist, one thing I did think of getting. Remember on YouTube, there was a period of time where every YouTube video you looked at, there was a ad for like a loot crate or one of those get a box of crap.
Yeah, just full of crap. Yeah, that would really annoy me.
I was like, I'm signing him up for one of these.
For loot crate.
That is literally just crap.
A year of loot crates.
Yeah, that would be the worst thing I could think you could get a minimalist is a box of crap.
A loot crate. Yeah, those things are awful. I'm glad those things died, man.
Yeah, have they? I don't actually.
Well, look, they still exist, but they don't have famous YouTubers spruiking them.
No, they don't.
Yeah, because they were all just full of crap. The only other thing is the Hidden Agenda is ending, but for the next 3 weeks, I will still be here, doing a new little thing. It's called One Man Army.
Yes,
and you will have to wait until next Saturday at 5:00 to see what that's about. But there's one thing I can promise, is it's going to be quite a riot.
Sorry, that was a literal spit take.
That was a spit take.
Actually, no, a spit take is shock. It's more like a derision take.
Yeah, that was. I don't appreciate that, Tony. I don't appreciate that at all.
No, well, you delivered it with a cheeky smile.
I did. I'll give you a sneak... Should I give them a sneak preview?
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Nah. I'm going to make them wait.
You gotta wait.
Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I've been Thanasi.
I have been Tony.
And this has been the Hidden Agenda for 2019.
Catch you next year.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.